Hello, everyone. My name is Emily Otten, and I am so excited to be with you guys, really talking about creating a life you love. I've been in this community now for 10 years. I just celebrated 10 years. It's crazy to think that so many friendships and relationships and just seasons of life have brought me through. And tonight we're going to share our story. We're going to share our heart, cast some vision, hopefully give you guys some confidence that truly there is never a better time to consider what we have going on inside this Juice Plus world of opportunities. And I'm going to host tonight. I'm going to have my sweet friend Abby and Jenna share. And my prayer is that you hear exactly what you are open to hearing. And I know for me, 10 years ago, this opportunity changed not just the course of my life, but it changed the way that I looked at life, my personal growth, my health, my emotional health, my physical health, my financial health. So many pieces have been blessed by this community and this company. So I'm just going to jump right in and share my story with you guys. I really said yes at first because I was actually training for marathons and I needed better nutrition. I don't know about you, but I was physically fit, but I was not nutritionally fit. And I really didn't even know the difference until this community taught me. And I was so grateful for that opportunity to really learn the difference of, you know, fueling my body with good food so that I could go perform. And so it was just a few months into my Juice Plus experience that I knew if this made sense to me, this was going to make sense to everyone else. And I was in college at the time. I was 20 years old and I jumped in, really not knowing what I was saying yes to. I was just excited. I was really excited about blessing other people with their health. And then at the time, it was like not super cool back then to like work from your phone and like have a side gig, or it should not super cool, but it wasn't super popular. But that is really what attracted me. I wanted to be able to have the flexibility to work from my phone, schedule it around my life, and just have fun while doing it. It was really just a side hustle at the time in college. And fast forward about a year later, when I went to graduate, I graduated with a marketing degree in advertising, and I had this kind of fork in the road. And I had this option of either, going and getting a 9 to 5 and starting my career in marketing and advertising. But I had already started to build this business inside Juice Plus. I had started to, invest in my personal growth. I started to build a paycheck that was getting me excited about where it could maybe go if I went and leaned in a little bit further. And so that's really what I did. I walked away from normal. And I know a lot of you might be dialing in a place where you are still maybe wanting to walk away from that, or you're happy where you're at, but you would love to have community, health, an extra source of income. I know right now more than ever, I am recommending people to have multiple streams of income. So really for me, it was that walking away from normal. And it was this flip chart at an event similar to the one tonight, but it was in person. And it was a flip chart that on the left, it was things that an employee had. And on the right, it was things that entrepreneurs and Juice Plus specifically could experience. And for me, it was the right that captured my attention. It was flexible hours, being able to create an income that was a direct reflection of the impact that you were creating, not having to have a boss to ask off time for work. That was huge for me. Um, all of those flexibility things. I wasn't obviously a mom at the time, but I had this future vision of being able to stay home with my babies one day. And now I have a 9-month-old and I get to do just that. But I'm just so grateful that years ago I had this discernment of making that decision, saying yes, and just starting to take baby steps to create a life I love. And so for you tuning in tonight, I just want to encourage you to. I think sometimes we get paralyzed by the big picture and we don't know where to even start. And I hope that by the end of this call, you will be inspired to just take the next step. It's just the baby steps. And tonight I'm going to be sharing, I'm going to have Abby and Jenna share, and truly the relationships that have blessed, that I've been blessed with in this community are truly so priceless. They feel like sisters to me. And I am going to pass it to Abby, and we're going to kind of go back and forth tonight and share our stories. But I really want to say that it is the best yes I have ever given. And it feels like I'm just getting started. And that is a cool thing to say 10 years into an opportunity. So I'm going to pass it to my sweet friend, Abby. Abby and I have become really close over the last couple years. Like I said, she feels like a sister to me. She has a little boy I'm sure she'll share about, and she's pregnant with her second. And what I like about Abby is that she can talk to anyone. She will make you feel like she's known you forever 5 minutes into a conversation. And what I love about Abby is that she's a yes person. She will figure it out. She gets it done. She's a military wife, so she just has no option but to just get it done. And what I admire about her is how mission driven she is. She really has a heart of gold. And I think there's a lot of people in this community that you'll meet that you just know right off the bat that they're just servant hearted. And I think that says a lot about them. So Abby, take it away.
Thank you so much, friend. Oh my goodness, it's such an honor to be here. Thank you for having me, everybody. Like Emily said, my name is Abby Nowlin. A little bit about me. I am a special operations Air Force wife and a mom to a little boy named Bo with a baby on the way. And aside from building a career with Juice Plus, I also work for my family's business. And so my life is full, but in the best way. And so I got started on Juice Plus when I was majorly struggling with anxiety, depression, and gut health. And after being on the product for about 4 months, I wanted to help cover my cost. I told my mom, who is actually the one that shared the product and the business with me, that I didn't want to do anything more than that. And I was super, super skeptical. So if you're here a little skeptical tonight, know that you are not alone. And that's the place that I started in. I was a new college grad. I was an event planner wrestling with my career choice and my purpose and my legacy. My husband obviously is in the military. And so our schedules were completely opposite. And so anyway, I caught a vision 6 months in that changed my life forever. I was sitting in Tampa, Florida at our national conference when a woman named Ashley Hudson was on the stage sharing her story and journey after reaching the top position in our company. And I had this moment where the world slowed down. And I heard the Lord speak to me so clearly. He told me he wanted me to set aside what others thought and share my story with the world. And so since then, I have been on a mission to help make Juice Plus a household name. I've been a part of this incredible mission in business for the last 6 years and truly built a life that I love. And I feel the same way as Emily. You know, I'm 6 years in, and this is just the beginning. Zach and I have been married for 6 years and lived in 5 homes. And so this business is with me every move, and the people are constant. I don't have to search for work when we move, which is huge as a military spouse. And in the military world, my life, there are not a lot of things in my life that I can control, but this is one thing that is always constant. And I'm thankful to have a business truly that's grown me as a woman, a wife, a mom, and a friend. I've gained friendships that will last a lifetime. And I have such great purpose and vision for our family. And that is something I will never take for granted. I think as moms, you know, we can sometimes get lost in the mundane activities of motherhood. And so this has helped me build something outside of that that contributes to our family that I believe will leave a legacy for years to come. I built a business with 30 minutes a day before I ever had kids, with the hope and intention that I would get to stay home with them one day. And I had no idea that that consistency and action would build me a business that helped our family buy our first home and create time freedom and begin to build generational wealth. And so what I know is there are a lot of ways to make money in our world today. But what I love about our product and mission is that you are helping yourself, your family, and the people around you get healthy, all while making an income and an impact. There is nothing greater than that, in my opinion. That is a legacy worth leaving. And so our product is world-class, y'all. It's impacted millions of lives. And Dr. Richard Du Bois said it best himself. There is nothing in the body with or without a prescription that is proven to do what Juice Plus can do. And so I think often as women, men, wherever you are, whoever you are sitting here tonight, time can be a big constraint. Time is money. We can all agree with that. Our time is limited. We're pulled in a million directions. Maybe you're a full-time working mom. Maybe you're a full-time stay-at-home mom. Maybe you're somewhere in between. And what I'd like to encourage you with is that something speaks to you tonight or pulls at your heart and you leave tonight going, oh my gosh, I want to learn more. We all have 30 minutes a day to work into our day to build a business. I'm telling you, whether it's scrolling social media or you're sitting in the car line waiting for your kids, whatever that looks like. And if we can create an income while creating more time to be present, who wouldn't want to do that? There are always excuses and reasons to say no, but I want to encourage you, what might saying yes afford for you and your family? Is that just the opportunity to help your family get healthy? Maybe it's to cover a car payment. Maybe it's to pay off some debt, help with date nights or a weekend getaway, whatever that looks like. Everybody's needs are different. And I want to share some stats with you because I think it's really important. The new economy is here. This industry that we're in, the wellness industry, is predicted to be a $6 trillion industry by 2025. So next year, incredible. And right now, the total credit card debt is $1 trillion in the United States. And in the last 2 years, the average cost that we need a month has increased by $709. And $500 a month could help someone prevent them from going into bankruptcy. Our community is incredible, y'all. It's life-changing, and I seriously can't encourage you enough to take a look and partner with us. Help us make Juice Plus a household name and change the health of future generations. So I feel so passionate about this. I'm so excited to turn it over to Jenna, who I just love. Her energy is fantastic. She has been in this business for a decade, actually more than a decade, years longer than Emily. I think 16 years is what she said. So she is married to her high school sweetheart, Jake. They have two girls, and they are in Charlotte. And alongside being a national marketing director, she's also a professional dance teacher and has an amazing platform and app that she's created. So she is stellar, one of a kind, and I'm excited for you to hear from her. So Jenna, take it over, girl.
Thank you, Abby. That was amazing. Can you guys hear me okay? We've been inundated with storms over here, so always improvising. I'm so happy to be here tonight. I'm a little sweaty. I just taught a dance class. I came home. My house is absolutely destroyed, so I'm sitting strategically in front of a mess of Legos on the floor and all kinds of stuff. I've got a 5-year-old and a 2-year-old, and life is crazy, but so, so beautiful. And I feel so blessed and so grateful to be a part of what you guys are, immersed into tonight. So yes, Abby is right. I have just celebrated my 16th year as a partner and my 29th year as a customer, and I'm only 34 years old. So my mom learned about Juice Plus when I was 5 years old. It was the answer to so many prayers. I would cry every single night because I had eczema all over my body. My mom and I would just say prayers because nothing was working that the doctors were prescribing. Nothing would make it go away. I would have chronic ear infections, tubes put in my ears, still things were coming back, sickness after sickness, and we were doing everything we could at home. We ate really healthy. So clearly there was a gap that needed to be filled. And my mom found out about encapsulated produce and has never nerded out harder in her entire life. She's an exercise physiologist, and my dad is a physician. So the two of them, seeing the research on Juice Plus, seeing what real food in concentrated form could do in the body, was pretty exciting. And within just a couple months, everything that I was dealing with cleared up. And then that became the catalyst to really live a life of thriving instead of just surviving like so many of us are. I was an athlete all through high school and college. I'm a professional dancer and choreographer, like Abby said, and it has been my fuel, my performance nutrition through everything. All I eat are plants all day long. I'm plant-based myself, have been fully plant-based for 7 years, still have muscles. And I still know I don't eat enough plants. So what we have is magical because it gives people that diversity, and I'll never get over how grateful I am for the product. Now, when I went to UCLA, I met my husband, Jake, the second week of school freshman year, and he used to eat 15 corn dogs a week. So you can imagine the shock of me going, okay, you're the corn dog guy apparently, and I'm the plant girl, and how is this going to work? And he was not willing to change his diet, unfortunately, not open to it at all. Typical college boy. In fact, it probably got worse as we were in college. And so I said, if you're going to date me, you're going to take Juice Plus because I'm not sitting here watching you suffer. I mean, he had 2 different types of asthma inhalers, Accutane for acne that wasn't working, tore his shoulder, tons of inflammation, heartburn medication as a 12-year-old. Just he was a hot mess, literally. And I was so excited to see what this could do for him. Just again, diversity of plants in your gut every day, consistently. What would that do? And within just a couple months, magic happened, and he truly was able to feel the power of plants for the first time, which led to clearing up all of that mess and him sharing it with his parents. And that was my first introduction to how obsessed I am with this business. Of course, I love helping people get healthy, but I realized by opening my mouth and sharing something that worked for me, that I believe in, with someone else, changed other people's lives, that I was not even close to at the time. They ended up becoming my in-laws, which was perfect. But I'm so excited to this day about how much power that has, right? I shared it with Jake, he shared it with his parents, and now we've been able to help their family experience the power of plants. So that got me so excited. I went to my dream job right out of graduating UCLA. I was in the marketing department of the Soho House, and this bougie LA celebrity, place. And I thought I had arrived in life. My sorority sisters were all like, "Oh my gosh, you're so lucky," all this stuff. And I sobbed the way home, all the way home. The first day, the second day, the sixth day, the 10th day. And on the 14th day, I quit. And I said, that's it. I'm not doing this. I don't want to have that first column that Emily mentioned. I don't want that first column. I don't want somebody telling me what I have to do, telling me what I'm worth, telling me where to be, telling me what I can and can't do. And I knew that if I followed that traditional path, I could say goodbye to all of my dreams of being a present mom and all of those things. So Jake and I really put intention behind this business starting at 24 years old, right after we got married. We scaled to the top level of the company within just 7 or 8 months. And I can proudly say that we've enjoyed a full-time income, full-time, I say, because again, like Abby said, we're really only doing this, I would say 30 minutes to 2 hours a day. I'm thinking about it a lot more because I'm obsessed with the work we do, but actually sitting down and blocking out time, that's it. And we support ourselves, this house, our cars, everything that we do is from the Juice Plus company, as well as that corporate benefits package that we offer at the leadership level to entrepreneurs. No other company does this. And when I learned about that, I was like, are you kidding me? You're gonna let me be an entrepreneur, have the tax benefits of that, design my own schedule, be at home with my family, or work from wherever I'm traveling, and you're going to give me the same benefits package that our CEO of our company has. And I will tell you, it's even more lucrative than my dad's own medical practice. So our family has enjoyed that for well over 2 decades, because my mom also works with us within this business. So that was a huge yes for me. And obviously my plate is full, you guys, just like I'm sure yours is. I have to just reflect though on what Juice Plus has given my family. And I'm proud to say that everything I currently do, everything that makes my plate full right now, is a yes from me. It's something I have said yes to in my own right. Because I love it, because I'm passionate about it. And on the flip side, I've been able to say no, thank you to things that I don't want in my life. So I want to encourage you to take a second and think about, what are the things you'd like to say no thank you to in your life? Because sometimes that holds more power than thinking about the yeses. Sometimes you can't even think about the yeses now because they feel like that would never be possible. You have to kind of build your dream, build your vision as you go. But what are those no thank yous? Like for me, it was, no thank you to living paycheck to paycheck. No thank you to debt. No thank you to stressing about money. No thank you to leaving my baby at 3 months and going back to work. That's still the saddest phone calls I get are from my friends sobbing who didn't take the time to think through what that moment was going to be like for them, and are in it. And I know when I get the phone call, it's sad, but I also get excited because I know we have something that can help them dig their way out of that grief, that sadness of all of a sudden in that moment saying, I want to be here with my baby. saying no thank you to only seeing my husband a couple hours at night. No thank you to having permission to travel, right? Asking permission to travel, to book vacations. Saying no thank you to feeling helpless when someone complains to me about their health. Like, I love that I have something in the preschool drop off or pickup line or wherever I am, that when someone inevitably brings up the challenge of feeding children fruits and vegetables, because my God, it is so hard. We can say, I might have something that could help you, right? It's life changing for families to learn about this. Um, Saying no thank you to losing myself and my passion and my purpose. Of course, this is a beautiful season I'm in, but we can lose ourselves as moms in that mundane kind of day to day lifestyle, right? As a mom. So having something that gives me that purpose, and my girls are watching their mom thrive and shine and do all these things that matter, is a big win for me and my family. And I would hope that would be for you too. So all of these no thank yous are possible because I said thank you and yes to our company. And I can honestly say I've said yes to a lifestyle that I'm obsessed with. Literally on Monday of this week, our day looked like, me waking up about an hour before the girls got up. I put in a little hour of intentional juice plus work in. We had family breakfast together. We weren't rushing off to work, so we were able to focus in on the girls. We did, preschool drop off. I had a play date with a mom. I went to yoga. I was like answering a few messages in between. We ate lunch at home together as a family with Remy, our youngest, who's not in preschool yet. We went to pick up Leah together as a family. We had nap time. I took a 20-minute power nap, which is like my self-care moment every day. I did a little bit of Zoom calls in the afternoon. We went on a family walk in the afternoon after that, had dinner, did bedtime, and then I put a little bit of work in that evening before I went to bed. So you can see, like, you building your day. It's not the whole day. It's not all of that, but it's about being intentional in those moments. So I hope that speaks to someone on here that might not really have a visual of what this could look like. And I'm so grateful to be here sharing my story. I'm actually going to kick this back to Emily to share some closing thoughts with us.
Oh my gosh. Everything you just said brings me right back to why I said yes. Like, in any moment where I felt like I couldn't do this, or it felt hard, or, I just maybe even had like, maybe I won't do this, whatever. I went back to that list of no thank yous because that's what kept me going. And I just resonated so much with both what Abby and Jenna said. And I hope you guys can too, wherever you're at in your journey. Like, it really is just about getting that vision and then just taking the first step. So I always say that ready is a lie. I think sometimes we want to wait until the perfect timing. We want to wait until life slows down. We want to wait until XYZ for so many reasons. But I just encourage you to think about what your list of no thank yous is. Think about what your list could be of yes and thank you, and what that day of creating a life you love could really look like. So I know for me, I am able to put what's number one in my heart and make it number one with my time every day. And that is really my biggest mission and passion right now, is helping other moms be able to do the same. Not just dream about it, not just Pinterest board about it, but actually be able to live it out. Because there are so many blessings in owning your time and being able to make choices, like Jenna said, because you want to, not because you have to. So Abby's going to give us a few ways that you can say yes with us tonight, and then we'll wrap it up.
Perfect. Thanks, Em. Okay, so maybe you're sitting here, maybe you are not consuming our amazing product yet. And so if you're not, the first option that you have to get started with us is join our amazing healthy living community and get yourself on our amazing products and help yourself get healthy. Option number two, maybe you're sitting here and thinking of different people in your life Juice Plus would impact, and you want to join our mission. It's $10 right now, and you can earn the best possible price on your product and help get it covered. Or maybe it resonated with you to say no thank you to certain things, to pay off debt, to make a car payment, help contribute to your family, and you want to lock arms with us and create an income for your family. And that's an option for you too. So no matter where you are, we love you, whether you do a little or a lot. It's an honor and a privilege to get to serve you. And we're just so excited that you were here tonight, whether you were here live or watching the recording.
Thanks, Abby. That was awesome. I had to pull this down, you guys, and show you. This is a sign above my fireplace that I found at this cute little market, and it says, "And so together they built a life they loved." And when I saw it, I immediately started crying because it so perfectly wrapped up what I always dreamed about. And I get choked up talking about it because um, I just know that there's so many other things that I could have done that would have changed this. But like Emily and Abby have said, the best yes I ever said was to myself and my dreams. I said yes to following a path less traveled and to my dreams. And if you've ever been through something hard, hello, all of us on this call, you know that time is the most important thing, and health is right there up with it, and right up there with it. And when you think about the core moments in your life that you don't want to miss, it's watching my papa take his last breath, even though it was on a Tuesday morning. I was there, watching my brother's Broadway debut, even though it was on a random Thursday night in the middle of what would have normally been a busy season at an office. I was there. It's, all these core memories that I have been able to make because of saying yes to building a life that I've loved. And I just want to encourage you, there's so much power in being loyal and consistent with an honorable, stable company that is built to last. There are so many things out there right now, and there's so much confusion. And I think it's really important to not take this decision lightly and to really lean in and experience what we're telling you today. Feel it, get to know the people, understand how we walk the walk and, do all the things right alongside you. And at first, I think it's easy to get excited about making an extra $1,000 in maybe your first 30 days or even less than that. We literally will teach you how to do that if that's something that makes you excited. But what I personally get most excited about is thinking about what this could mean for your life 3, 5, 10, 15 years down the road. Because the compound effect, you guys, cannot stress this enough, the compound effect of having consistent, reliable, recurring income from meaningful work that is actually fun for you is just about the most priceless thing I think you could ever have in your life. And you don't really feel that until you're in it and you start to realize how meaningful it is. But when I look back on my years with our company, I'm just in tears with what it's allowed my family to do. And you have the potential in your hands right now to completely change your family's legacy of health and wealth, not just one or the other, but both, that will continue to bless your children and their children and their children and their children. And that generational health and generational legacy is what we're all about as this company. I'm living proof of it. My 82-year-old grandmother, my girl's great grandmother, is a walking, breathing, living perfect version of health because she's had these products. And my 2-year-old on the other end of that generational legacy is benefiting from it as well. So we want to come alongside you and partner with your family and just leaving you with the question, what would it mean if you could say yes, please, and thank you to more things in your life that we've mentioned today? Like, what life would you create? Would you be with your babies more? Would you spend more fleeting time with your parents or grandparents? Would you pick your favorite hobby back up? Would you move into your dream house? And lastly, how would this make you feel? I still have hard days. I have a savage, feral 2-year-old, for crying out loud. I mean, she's crazy, I love her. She's absolutely crazy. But because of the work I get to do at Juice Plus, 99% of the time during my day, I feel joy. And I get choked up about this because I know so many of you don't. You feel frustrated, you feel sad, you feel tired. I can honestly say I feel loved, I feel seen, I feel important, I feel healthy. Like, I feel like I have energy. I feel present with my girls. I feel grateful. I feel like I'm making a difference. I'm excited about the future. I feel lifted up. I'm surrounded by prayerful, loyal friends, just like Abby and Emily on the line tonight, that I get to do life with because I chose to do life with them. And that's the greatest gift of all. So I think I speak for all of us when I say we want you to feel the exact same way, and we've got you. We're going to wrap you up, walk with you hand in hand, teach you exactly what to do. If you say yes to this, we've got your back. And all it takes is intention, consistency, kicking those excuses aside, like we talked about, and just saying yes to your future by taking a little bit of action each day. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Emily, are there any last thoughts from you?
I don't think there's anything I could say better than everything we've already said. You guys are incredible. I'm going to stop the recording. Thank you guys so much for joining us. If you think of someone you want to send this to, please do